Hi, guys. How are you today? We got a lot to talk about. So, today we're going to talk about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, their premiere last night, and what I thought of it. And then we're going to talk about Meredith, no, not Meredith, Heather, going on Watch What Happens Live, basically saying that she kind of suspected that Jen Shah was business was shady, but I believe the word she used was savory before the arrest. And then we're going to talk about Erika Jayne, catch you up on what's going on with her. Her makeup artist did an interview with Juicy Scoop. And so he gave a little information, nothing we probably couldn't have figured out on our own. We're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about how they lowered the price of their home yet again. So come on in, let me play my intro, allow more people into the room, and then we'll get right into it. Hi guys, how are you? Hi everybody. Okay, so listen, before I talk about that terrible premiere of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and I'm being nice when I say the word terrible, I'm going to talk about Erika Jayne really quickly, give you a couple updates on her. First of all, let's talk about her makeup artist. His name is Troy Jensen. He gave an interview to the the blogger Heather McDonald of Juicy Scoop. And he said something that we kind of already knew. Let's go over what he talked about. First of all, he said he was paid by Tom Girardi and he was paid quickly. I think he said he would give his invoice on Monday. He would get paid by Wednesday. That's good, you know. At least, you know, you got to keep the makeup artist happy. You know, you don't want to pay the victims on time, but you got to pay the makeup artist on time. So that was good, I guess. He said that their relationship was not a romantic relationship. Who didn't know this, people? Who didn't know this, people? I could have told you that, and everyone could have told you that. It's obvious now that they had some kind of relation. What's the word I'm talking? Special understanding. That's it. They probably had some kind of special understanding. And by the way, he's not the first person to say this. Oh, it's really weird because a couple of weeks ago they had a lawyers conference in Vegas, and I happened to be there. It was held at this really big fancy hotel, and they said that it was the conference that Tom Girardi used to give on an annual basis, and all the lawyers were there. And listen, it pretty much was. And so all of the lawyers, I think it was like 3,000 lawyers there, like 3,000 lawyers there. And they all had the same opinions on, because, you know, I go around, I talk to people, I ask, you know, hey, did you know Tom? They said, we all knew Tom. You know, this was his convention that he used to give. And that was pretty much, they had an understanding. She got basically everything that she wanted. She probably is responsible for all the money being gone. He gave her whatever she wanted. And what else did they say at that convention? Besides, I'll give you the details later. Let's go over what the makeup artist said. Basically, the same things as the lawyers at the lawyers convention. They said that it didn't feel like a romantic relationship. In fact, they were at times competitive with each other. Okay, that's what happened when there's no love there, you know, and they both crave attention. Not to be mean. She asked him if Erika had a boyfriend. He said no comment. Does that mean that the Scooter Braun thing is true? I don't know, people. I'm just asking. You know, if there's a special understanding that they have, you know, allegedly he had others and allegedly she had others. He also said that Tom gave her whatever she wanted. There was no expense spared. Just like the lawyer said at the lawyers conference. He said that she ended up firing him because he got into an argument about a look. It was Erika and Mickey and him, and he said that he said to Erika, "You're a wannabe pop star, and you buy your way to the top." Well, that's not really offensive, is it? I mean, kind of true. Thank you, Natalie. I always forget this when I really need it the most. So basically, it's the consensus of the masses is that he probably spent most of his money into that non-existent career that Erika had. That's another thing that he said, Troy, that her career, being Erika Jayne, was one of the most important things in her life. Duh, we could have told you that. He spent a lot of money on that career of hers. You can't make her Mariah Carey, okay? She is what she is, but for some reason he had a strange notion he could turn her into Mariah Carey, and he did. He spent every waking dime on Erika Jayne, and then he spent money on other things, most likely politicians, to get things that he wanted. I'll put it that way. So, still no sympathy here. She's the only one that hasn't caught on by now. Like, you're not rich anymore, Erika. Stop acting like a diva. It is what it is. Here's Perry. Hi, Perry.
What's up?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Are you shocked about what the makeup artist is saying?
No. You know what? I mean, let's keep it real. Like, you'll say, oh, well, it was no romance there, whatever. Everybody know why those two was together.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
He just needed somebody around. I mean, that was cute and every so often could just rub his balls, okay? Because it's nothing more. Nobody else wanted him. He's just old.
Harry, I'm not messing with you today.
The only thing he needed, I mean, like, you think he need romance every day? No. He need a pacifier, a change of pamper, and maybe some Geritol. That's all he needed. But now she would come in and look cute with those knee-high boots on. The knee-high boots,
yeah,
is what he demands she wear. That's why I think she wear them all the time.
Yeah, but listen, he's in the same position you are. I'm cute. But you don't give me whatever I want.
Well, because I don't have it. But then he never thought she'd be Mariah Carey. He just wanted her to feel successful. When a person feels successful, they massage them a little bit better than typically. You know what I'm saying? If they
I can't with Perry. I can't with Perry. But listen, anyway, in other news, they had to drop the price of their home. I think it started at 16 million, it went to 13 million, and now it's at 8. No one's going to buy the house. Let me tell you why. It has nothing to do with Tom Girardi. It's the most wood. Yeah, it's the most horrible decorated house I've ever seen. It's terrible, people.
Who want a big ass library? You know what I'm saying? It was just quite boring.
I know. And you would think with all the money that she had access to, that house would be decked out. It was dark. Lots of heavy curtains. I don't like curtains. I like those things. What did you say? What are they called, Perry, that we have?
The blinds. The wood blinds.
But they're like wood shutters or something like that, huh?
Yeah.
Like, I don't like curtains. I don't know. Something's wrong with that. I don't like curtains.
Like, that's curtains are fine in some rooms and stuff like that. But what I'm saying, in that place, it was just too damn dark. It was like everything had the wood panel like the 1970s.
Yeah.
Who want to keep walking down these hallways with all these little closets and you just walking through a damn tunnel? It was just ridiculous. I mean, it was fine. He was old fashioned. He didn't need much. He had his library, and then he had her to come and squeeze every now and then.
This is.
And then move on.
You are so ridiculous. No, this is it, Mod Squad, for not heavy curtains. It was heavily curtained. Like, it had like a balance. Is that valance? That's what you called it. And then heavy curtains, and just
he wasn't big on light.
Yeah, he didn't like light.
It was very dark.
A house that big needs to be lit.
It's almost like walking through a morgue or something. You know, not pleasant.
I can't with you. Perry's in rare form today. I don't know what to say about Perry. Okay, so that's what's going on Erika News today. So they dropped the price of the house. They're not going to sell that for $8 million. They're not going to sell it for $8 million. They're just not. That house, I wouldn't pay more than $4 million for that house. Tops. That's it.
I wonder how much they could sell the property for and just knock down the damn house.
I know.
That
It's in a good
fast
neighborhood, but it's going to need some major fixing up. It was old.
That's the point. Have you seen that house? Really, it might be one of those things. It might be cheaper to knock it down.
Yeah, I know. I am not buying that house.
I mean, how many days they gonna be in there moving those wood panels off the damn house?
I know. Can you remove wood panels off the wall?
I mean, you just throw a thing of dynamite, blow it up, dig the hole up, put another house up there.
Let me turn on my fan. Hold on one second. It's hot. So ridiculous.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, the house looked like trash.
It was bad. It was bad. It was old fashioned. Sorry, Perry. Every time I click that on, it's old fashioned. It was just terrible. Now, speaking of terrible, let's talk about last night's episode. Oh my God. Bravo has a problem on their hands. Okay. This is not going to be a hit series. First of all, you think, well, maybe the Jen Shah getting arrested can carry the season, but we just seen this with Erika Jayne. So,
right.
It doesn't faze us anymore. You know, a criminal on the Real Housewives franchise. So what? Been there, done that. Erika has taken all the light out of being a criminal. Like, it doesn't faze us anymore. We're not shocked anymore. So her acting like in last night's episode that she was so rich and used to the good life. I've been there.
What bothered me about the whole thing? Now, I don't even know what you call it. When they first come on, they had that little snippet of them, like the little snippet of them talking. And she's like, oh, if I'm guilty of anything, it's being sexy. No, ho, you guilty for robbing motherfuckers. That's what you're guilty for. Let's not change the narrative.
Perry.
And your husband don't even think you that damn sexy. I'm just saying.
I didn't feel it. I didn't feel it at all. I wasn't. So let's start with the Jen Shah storyline, since that's the highlight for me of the whole terrible series, is that her and Sharrell almost got a divorce. Are we shocked? I'm thinking, Sharrell, you almost had an out. Why didn't you take it?
Really? I mean, a divorce is when you're no longer around the person. Is he ever around her anyway? Let's keep it real. I'm gone 8 months out of the year. And when I'm here for 4 months, you somewhere filming. You know what I'm saying? So he's really not with her anyway.
Yeah. I mean, if it was... Am I being too harsh on this? You guys let me know in the comment section.
I think you're being too harsh on the fact that you said how terrible it was. It's the first episode. We just getting back into it. Yeah. That shit was real when it first came on. When they pulled that little school bus over or little van over, and she was panicking. Oh, can you undo me? Her mic. Yeah. She knew shit was coming down. But, you know what I'm saying? And you get the helicopter. But
they're even taking that away from us by showing us now. I wanted to see it when it happened. She played really cool for a criminal. Like, I would be panicking. I would be sweating something. Because, like, if you're on the phone and you told me, Sharrell, they're getting ready to come get you. They're in the house. I'd be like shaking something.
You know, when the last time have you seen helicopters flying, cars racing down the road for a damn misdemeanor?
Yeah.
It just don't happen.
Yeah, but she was pretty calm. Look at Skye. I think it was good. Really, Skye?
Well, no. He got a point. It's opening it up so we can get deeper.
You feel like it was slow just because it was the first episode?
The first episode. I mean, because we had to catch up from last year and we back. And then it's a lot of drama going on, and, you know, with the group. I mean, now you got Lisa being with G.
Okay, so let's go over what happened. So last night, Jen Shah and what's the name almost got a divorce. What was a little interesting, but it's not for a storyline, is her mom really had her legs amputated and how close the family was. Could this be the reason that she's been such a thief for over 10 years?
No. They ain't got a damn thing to do with no damn amputation, okay? A thief is a thief.
Yeah.
When life is good, they're a thief. When life is bad, they're a thief.
Yeah.
And she's that kind of woman.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Okay, let's do that. And I got to stay on time schedule because we got to do Potomac after this. And I want to take some calls to see if I was the only one that hated it. Also, okay, so the Meredith and Lisa storyline, that's kind of wrapped together. Okay, so Meredith is not cheating on her husband anymore. I can't think of his name. That's so
It's
she was cheating
Sal.
on him.
It's not Sal. It's
Who cares? I don't care what his name is. If anyone in the audience knows his name, let me know. That wasn't someone right here. That wasn't the mom that got the legs amputated. That was the aunt. That's right, because the mom was sitting next to the aunt on the couch and started crying because she wished that the father was still there to watch them all being so close. You're right about that.
And why can't we remember this? It's only a few husbands on the show. And I remember his name.
It, guys.
Yeah, Steph. That's what it is.
Steph.
Yeah.
Meredith isn't cheating on Seth anymore. Now, I'm not trying to be mean or throw shade, but I was convinced that she was cheating. It was just
I mean, she did say now he come home 50%
of the time.
So, I mean, she still got 50% of the time to go and open them up for somebody else too. Is what I'm trying to say. Like,
that's like a weird Hollywood marriage. I have to see my husband. I must have missed a super chat. Let's see. From Maria. Thank you, Maria. I'm dying laughing. You and Perry are the best. I don't know why you're laughing. It was so terrible.
I mean, because we're getting into the story. In this day life, this is what they want us to see. You know what I'm saying? So we might as well talk about it.
So he's there 50% of the time. That's weird. I really need to see my loved ones every single day. I need to see my children every day. Except when my son went to college, I talked to him on the phone every day. I don't get this kind of relationship, but okay. They seem to be happy. Her father has just passed away, and I feel really bad about that for her. You know, that's what she's going through. But let's go through this argument that her and Lisa are going through. Okay, so they're basically feuding because Lisa refuses to stop being friends with Jen the thief. We'll call her, Jenny thief.
Mm-hmm.
And
just robbing the old folks. Are they all
robbing old folks?
Yeah,
she did. She robbed old people. But not only that, Jen Shah has been publicly saying bad things about her family, mostly her son, who she thinks is gay. Okay. Demita Joe says Jen Shah's aunt recently passed away.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's sad. Yeah.
Yeah, that's bad. Well, that's terrible. You could tell they were a close family. Not that close, because I'm sure she didn't tell him she was robbing old people, but
nobody tell you, the family stuff like that.
And one more thing about Jen Shah. I love Jen Shah's family. Everybody but her. I like Sharif. Her children are well-mannered. The oldest one seems very charismatic. What happened?
I would like her. I would like her because even on the show, she has an outgoing personality and, feisty and entertaining.
Yeah.
As far as the other women. But the problem I have with her is you can't be robbing the local damn retirement home. I got an issue with that.
Sharif. Isn't that spelled sheriff? That's sheriff. Sheriff is code. I don't know what that means. Sharif. That's sheriff. Sheriff is code. Everyone's calling him code. What does that mean?
Code?
Gabor doesn't do Salt Lake City, and I don't blame him. Maybe he'll come on later, but right now he didn't watch it, and I'm wishing I didn't. All right, so really quickly. So she's mad at Lisa for being loyal to Jen and not sticking up for her. And Jen has said some horrific things about Brookes, her son. She's calling him out for being gay. Now, he's gay. Lisa says that he hasn't made up his mind yet.
No.
He's definitely gay.
Meredith said that.
Meredith, I'm sorry. Meredith, they still look alike.
Figure everything out. Well, it's a little too damn late to figure it out now. I mean, look, if he has figured it out, you just ain't recognized it. And there's nothing wrong with doing that. But damn it, you can see either the light is red, green, or yellow. Pick one.
Brookes is gay. We all know he's gay. He's wonderful. And I would be upset if you were talking about my child. I get that. it's not going to carry me through a whole season. I
know. And then she said that the reason why she had to, well, I guess the substance of it is he came out and made a big thing of seeing her with JJ.
Yeah.
And then she had to come back and say, well, I don't know what the big deal. You ain't into it anyway.
Maybe it would be better if Brookes confronted Jen. Maybe.
Hell, I don't know.
Someone said something about my child. It would have to be more.
I get it.
Then he's gay.
No, I get it.
Just look at that as like
Meredith want Lisa to make up with Heather.
And that's another beef that's not going to carry me through the season.
No, I get it. I mean, yeah.
I'm just not there yet with Salt Lake City. I'm going to need you to call in, Skye, because I'm not understanding what. So maybe Brookes didn't want to be outed yet, but still.
No, you know what? Though, let's keep it real. I don't think he give a damn about that. The mother is the one spoke out. That's my son. And oh no, I don't really think look, read the damn message on the board. It's written across. She can see it.
I agree with you. He's in denial. We all know Brookes is gay. Brookes is wonderful. He's great. Maybe if that was the storyline that he showed us his life, I don't know. I'm just not.
He's showing it to you. He's making clothes, modeling the clothes, doing everything.
And he's more interesting than his parents. I'll give Brookes that.
Right, because we ain't got to what she do late at night.
Oh, Perry.
Meredith creep at night, in my opinion.
Perry.
He's a creeper.
Let's see what this person has to say. Can you imagine if the tables were turned and Meredith outed Jen's son's sexuality? I mean, I get that.
Jen would have hit her with a glass already or something. Because
that's what we're saying. How do you pronounce this person's name? Ralvi?
Ruby.
Miss R, I get what you're saying, Miss M. I get what you're saying. But we are watching a TV show, so it has to be interesting. Maybe, I don't know. I mean,
look, they got to keep.
You're never to out anybody's sexuality, by the way.
But no, I get it. But what I'm saying is, I think she got offended by he's seen her for JJ and made a big thing out of it. Okay, let it go. Just let it go. You didn't have to say nothing about her for JJ being up in the air. And whether it was an unclassy move for her to have her skirt wide open in the living room, I get it. But at the same time, just let it go. And maybe they got to just keep taking these small things until Heather can find another U-Haul driver to screw in the back of it. I don't know. But we got to keep following the plot, people. It will get better.
Okay, you're right. Give it more time. Is Jen's son gay? Yeah, you missed it, Maddie. We all know Brookes is gay.
In my opinion. I mean, I can't.
In our opinion, if you're not Brookes, we're sorry. If you're not gay, you should be, huh?
Yeah, I mean, that's the lifestyle he seemed to live, which is okay. And he has that right to do that. So, I mean, it's not an issue there, but I mean, you got to call a spade, and we just keep moving.
Yeah. And even the new girl, let's talk about the new girl. Now, this might sound really, really dumb, but this is how I feel.
What is her name?
Jenny. Her name is Jenny.
Okay.
She's a Vietnamese American, and she is boring as hell. Now, I might piss the audience off. Please don't get mad at me. This is just opinions here, but this is how I feel about Jenny. Okay. I see African Americans on a daily basis. I see white Americans on a daily basis. So I like someone that is
authentic.
Interesting. Like when Crystal came onto Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, everything was Asian, Chinese, and I kind of told her to shut up. But I like to see about different cultures and stuff like that. Jenny might as well have been a white American. she wasn't cultured at all. When they asked her about her culture, tell us, how you came over here on a boat.
Yeah, for me, like if we was having a serious conversation and we just deep diving into things like, well, how did you get here? And we move it on like that. And you might explain the story. But I just know in life, I'm older, that some people try to distance themselves by coming down on their own heritage.
She didn't seem proud to be
feel that way.
Vietnamese. How do you say that? Vietnamese? Did I say it right?
Yeah. And I'm not even sure if that damn story is true. I think she did it because she felt like that's the stereotype. Let me just throw it out there.
Stop. Now you're saying
it's just my opinion. I'm saying I don't know.
She's lying about coming over on a boat.
Well, I'm just saying.
Perry, stop. I'm just saying maybe if she was more into it and more proud of her heritage and where she came from and go on from rags to riches. But she really said that. Lisa said, tell the kids how you came over here. And she literally said on a boat.
Mm-hmm. Right. No, I mean, but I'm just saying, part of me, I just truly don't believe it.
That they came on a boat?
Well, no. I'm telling you, I've been around for a long time. People go there just to, okay, if the stereotype, let me go ahead and touch on that and just throw it out there.
Perry, stop. Perry, you are in rare form today.
No. I said it's only my opinion. I have no facts.
Dawn, stop.
No facts. But I think she's lying. That's all I'm saying.
You guys are
her ass flew over on the 747, just and now it's a damn boat.
Stop. You guys stop. She would not lie about.
People lie about a lot of things, Sharrell. Lie about a lot of damn things. I just don't believe it.
Oh my God. Oh my God. This is bad. Let me drop the link so I could talk to somebody else besides Perry, because you are out of your mind, Perry.
Well, I mean, I'm just being honest. I don't believe it. Now, I could be wrong. I'm not going to discredit her. I'm just saying, I heard what she said. I just don't believe it.
Perry,
like
she got
details.
Perry, stop.
I should text her and ask if she got pictures.
Hold on. I lost the link.
I don't believe it, though.
Perry, stop. Perry, stop. You can't. You got to stop. Okay, so that's what they were beefing about.
Well.
Okay.
I mean, sometimes people get to come on the show and make a splash, and they just come on with this crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the hell she tried, in my opinion.
Perry, okay.
I mean, because you know what? I agree with Mary sleeping with her grandfather than that damn lie.
Perry, stop. Okay, stop.
Okay.
Let's talk about here. Let me bring up Skye. Skye's here. Hi, Skye.
What's up, Skye?
Hey.
I want to ask you questions because I really did not enjoy last night's episode. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to start with the silly stuff. Did Jenny make up a lie?
I mean, listen, it makes for a good story.
Do you?
Exactly. But Skye, do you believe it? Do you believe in your heart? Do you believe that story?
Time will tell. Time will tell.
But right now, if I had to put a meter on you, would it be 49% disbelief, 51% belief? What?
I believe.
Thank you.
See, you gullible. That's why she's saying it, because there's always gonna be somebody like Skye that believe that shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I ain't believing it.
Oh my God. I feel so bad. Jenny, if you're watching this, I believe you. Perry's out of his mind.
You know how she was raised?
But with that being said, I wasn't too impressed. Were you too impressed with the new girl, Skye, so far?
I think she's fine. I think she's there to ultimately replace Jen. Honestly, yeah. I think they have to. They have a role that they want to fill, and I think that's her purpose, is to fill.
I agree. With that being said, no one on the Salt Lake City cast has any flavor, any splash besides Jen Shah, who we know will be behind bars pretty soon.
Yeah. Right.
Like, who's your favorite besides Jen?
I really like Heather, and I really like Meredith. I think Meredith is going to bring it this season. From the preview, it looks like she's really going to stand her ground and honestly probably be the only one that confronts Jen about all the craziness that is happening with her.
Do you think what she did to Brookes, it was terrible, it was bad, can carry a whole season?
No, I don't. Listen, I love Brookes. I love Meredith,
I love Brookes.
But Brookes is gayer than me. So I think, do I think it's for a storyline? Yes. Yeah. Will it hold on for now? Maybe. But I think it's not going to be able to last a whole season.
Let's talk about Whitney really quick. Okay, this season, Whitney is opening up a skincare line or something like this. And she's around the same age as her husband's children. But she calls herself a role model. She's ditzy. She dropped the cake. Is this going to carry us a whole season?
No, it's not. It's not. But you know what though? What might carry us the whole season? Like I said, everything got to in my mind, it got to unfold. She act like these were kids. They your damn age, okay? And then she running around, and I always thought this even last year. It's just sort of me, just my opinion, that she got like a stripperish personality. And then she's rolling around in a bikini in front of these younger kids, dropping the cake.
She's not a role model.
A couple times, huh?
She's not a role. That was a lie. You're not a role model, Whitney. You're not.
Yeah.
I thought that was a little weird. I thought that was a little weird with it was in a bikini in front of her stepkids who are pretty much
exactly. She a little freak, right, Skye?
It was a little strange. I do like Whitney, but I thought that was a little like, no.
I mean, she's nice, she's cute and spunky. She's not a main character on the show. No. She's not. She's just.
But she's working on it. I mean, she's swinging. She practiced on
that because she's cute. Listen,
she practiced on strip pole every 2 episodes.
Let me bring up some other people because we need some.
I'm just telling you.
Backups. Hi,
what's
Corey.
up, Corey.
Hey.
Do you like the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City?
No. It can go. It's so boring.
It was so
boring.
And
yes, I agree with Uncle. Jenny's lying.
Oh my God, stop.
I think so.
You guys have to stop.
Listen. I have a lot of Asian friends who have come over here as like refugees and things.
Hey.
And no, they are proud to tell you their story.
Yes, that's what
they are proud to tell you their story. They are proud to tell you how many people they've helped come over.
I can vouch for that.
No, she lied.
That's right, Teresa. That's right.
She lied. I'm sick of Whitney and her stripper-like tendencies.
Thank you.
Brookes and his bad attitude.
You don't like Brookes?
No, he sucks. It's not because of his orientation. He's a sucky person. He sucks.
What did he do?
He's just like his mother. She sucks.
He's spoiled.
Oh, he's spoiled. He's spoiled.
Everything's about him.
Yeah. He's used to having money. You could tell. Yeah.
He's a brat.
Well, which one is this? The one that with the one that's getting the divorce?
No, she's not getting it. Well, she was getting a divorce.
I thought I was going crazy. That's Brendan. I thought someone from backstage was talking.
Yeah, that's Brendan. You know he's got a horn in.
But tell him he said, "What's up, though?"
He said, "What's up?"
Oh, not much.
Nothing much.
Let me do this last person really quick. Mary. Okay. Is Mary running a cult? Yes.
Yes.
Is it weird to be married to your grandfather? Yes. But this is old news. Her podcast was terrible. I'm not trying to be mean. She was trying to brainwash more people. That's not going to carry me during the season. Is Mary a likable person?
No.
She's just there. I'm not
She's
like
weird.
that. Mary was cracking me up. No, we have a cast full of mono people, and is that because they're in Utah and they're real religious? Well, how come Jen Shaw's the only one with a personality?
Now, trust me, it's a lot of freaks.
Jen Shaw is crazy.
It's a lot of freaks in Utah.
This is not religion. This is something else.
Then what? They're just boring people?
Well, not all of them. I'm saying the cast members they picked.
It is terrible.
It's just that way. I feel like
it was terrible. Hi, Brandon.
Heather want to let loose. Heather want to let loose, but you know,
she does. But Dorit, what did you think?
I loved the opening. It was great.
That's supposed to be the cliffhanger at the end, is when she gets arrested.
I don't remember the name of the new girl that they brought in, but I think they brought her in to be the real shit stirrer of the show.
Jenny.
She's gonna be the shit stirrer of the show. She's gonna
carry
the show. Yeah, Jenny.
The one who said she came over on a boat. It was didn't care.
Yeah, she's gonna be the troublemaker. She seems like she's got attitude and a mouth on her.
She does.
But Dorit, let me ask you this: do you believe she came over on a boat?
How many years ago? How old is she? I mean, the boats were many, many years ago. They were like in the late 70s, 80s. How old?
She's not that old. Okay,
she's 40,
I'm asking you.
43.
Well, I don't know. Dorit, do you believe? Let's not talk about the dates. Do you believe she came over on a boat? Yes.
No, she came on a plane.
There you go.
Oh my
47.
Well, did you see the photos they used in the flashback? They were all black and white photos. I was like, when was this taken? Like 1905? I was so confused.
Maybe Gary's right. Oh, here's Mel. Let me bring up Mel. Mel.
Yay, Mel.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Hey.
Are we impressed?
Well, I mean, this is the first time I've seen the show because I didn't watch it last year. So I heard all the promotions of Jen. So I said, let me check it out. I didn't hate it as much as you all, which I love yours reviews. But I agree with Perry about Jenny because for me, that was the part that confused me. It was like I don't know. I still learn more about Vietnam and stuff. But I'm thinking when she said the boat, I was like, damn, what war did I miss? I mean, I don't know what war and what she went through. So that really was confusing to me.
Well, no. Do you think she lied
about that story?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she could have because it didn't make sense to me. It's very confusing.
She's 43 and she was not born during the Vietnam War.
I don't think so either. That's just a little
look, let me tell you this. I mean, for one, if I knew somebody for a while and I get to know that person, then maybe we'll share those kind of stories.
Mm-hmm.
But damn it, when the cameras just hit home, I'm not saying that shit right away. I don't even know the person's name I'm talking to.
That's right.
Now, look, you have a whole audience that loves that.
For somebody to know about her at that time. And we know how these shows go. They want you to go out there and just light it up.
Mm-hmm.
And there she went.
That's right.
Yeah.
But also I was going to say, but Brookes, people were saying his sexuality is ambiguous. I was going to say he must be the straightest man in Utah or something because I mean, that boy. And you know what the thing is, and true because I'm a gay man myself, so he's a part of the community. But we don't know if he's out or not or whatever. But yeah, that boy, yeah, he's pretty sweet. Let's put it that way. And I think that he'll move into his truth. How about that? He'll move into his truth one day and own
his truth. Everyone knows.
Maybe his mama will accept his truth.
It's open.
I don't think his mother accepts his truth.
What do you mean?
His mother never had to talk with him about it.
Yeah.
What do you mean she doesn't accept the truth? The mom knows that he's gay, doesn't she?
No, she never had to talk to him about it.
She says he's not sure. How can he not be sure?
She's just saying that for the camera. She's like, she knows.
But Sharrell,
but there's nothing wrong with it.
No, it's not. No.
He'd go in his mother's closet and put her clothes on and her high heels on.
Yeah, so she knows. He does. He likes to dress in his mom. She knows. She just.
Oh yeah, hell.
Well, the mother always knows. That's what. Whenever you come out, and with me too is that the mother always say, "I knew ever since you." The mothers always know. They always know when their child is gay. Absolutely.
So I don't even know why he won't just say it. It's weird. Maybe he has his own reasons.
I mean, really,
I don't want to.
No. Really, for him, it's nothing for him to say. He's living his life.
Yeah.
It's for her to come out of denial.
That's
Yeah.
That's true.
It was terrible.
Has a sucky attitude, though. I just want to slap him.
Let me ask you this, Skye. Corey is too much. What was the best part of last night for you besides the opening, the cliffhanger?
Probably Mary shushing the guy on her podcast about his prayer.
Yeah,
that was typical cult leader behavior, wasn't it? She's in a cult. It is what it is.
So Mary, for me, I didn't watch last year with the whole series. So for me, Mary is turning more and more into a V.C. Andrews novel. For me, like with the with incest and cults and stuff, she turned into Flowers in the Attic on me. I'm like, what the hell? What's going on?
So Mel, you just found out about her marrying her grandfather?
I saw. Well, I was researching. I watched a little last night. I said, "What am I watching?" I didn't know that she was marrying her family member. So yeah, that was pretty interesting. Wow.
Well,
so we're all over it. It's not a shocker to us anymore. Are we shocked, guys? Like
I was shocked.
No, I mean, and the sad part about it, it's done grew on me already. I forgot.
You know the trailer they did with Whitney? She's in a bikini and her whole body's tattooed. Did you know that? I was shocked.
Wow.
What did you say, Mel?
Last year.
Yeah.
Mel, you're not used to her being married to her grandfather yet?
No, I'm not used to that yet.
No, just came into it. We had all last year.
Okay, so you all can digest me. I said, what am I watching? Flowers in the Attic? What is going on here? I didn't know.
She is definitely a Dollinger.
I said, Mel, are you used to it? He said,
No. Not in my neck of the woods. We ain't marrying our family members. No. No matter how much money the person had.
So, okay, I asked Skye, Mel, what was the best part of last night for you?
Okay, so for me, all jokes aside, I didn't know about the series. I actually was really connected to Meredith, and I'm telling this truth. I know it sounds crazy, but I was connected to her fury, and I guess her how strong she was with her so-called friend Lisa when it came to the fact that Lisa wanted to drag her into a conversation with Jen. Now, all jokes aside, if anybody have a cousin or a family member or anybody gets disrespected, you're not going to go to the table with that person, especially if they not apologize, especially if you're grieving for your father. If you lost your daddy and you're grieving, you're not going to go there to see somebody. You might lose your mind.
I agree with that, Mel. Yeah. But what does that have to do with Lisa? You expect Lisa to stand up for Meredith?
Well, you know what? So Meredith is the one grieving, and Lisa is supposed to be her friend for over 10 years. I would. If I were to ask her to choose between Jen and Meredith, I would choose Meredith. I wouldn't choose Jen if I was Lisa.
How old are you? Have to choose?
I think that's what it seems. I think you do. I would like her to choose.
Do you have to choose?
If I was Lisa, no, I wouldn't choose. I don't choose between my friends because I'm not a teenage girl. So
I know. What about that, Mel? Have you ever asked your friends to choose?
Well, I didn't have a kid, so I just looked from watching the TV show in Meredith's position. As a viewer, I wanted Lisa to choose Meredith in that moment. I didn't want her to be connected with Jen. I didn't want her to make excuses. I didn't want her to say I didn't see the text. I wanted her to own it and say, basically, I wanted her to acknowledge Jen made some.
Sorry, that's my dog.
That's okay. I wanted her to say Jen was messed up for talking about your son, and I'm sorry about that. That kind of stuff. But she didn't do that. She just sort of put her head in the sand and let Meredith sort of grieve and feel angry and feel miserable. But she didn't support her as a friend. I didn't think in that moment. Maybe she could be a better friend. Maybe she don't have to choose. Just be a better friend to Meredith. That's all.
Well, let me go around really quickly and ask this before we wrap this up. Skye, are you going to watch it next week?
Yeah, I am.
Me too.
Corey?
I'm going to have to because I like talking to y'all.
I might as well watch it.
Sherry?
And how can she be Jewish and eat prosciutto?
Yeah, that's all I'm wondering.
She's not kosher.
Shabbat. That's what I'm wondering too.
Well, on Shabbat, that's a little, I don't know, but you don't have to be kosher.
Okay.
The Orthodox Jews.
But you can't eat that on Shabbat, can you?
People do if they're not kosher.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Okay.
Are you going to watch it next week, Dorit?
I am dying to see the scene that they showed, the trailer for next week with Whitney. Is it Whitney or Whitley?
Whitney.
Whitney in that bikini getting spanked by her husband. What is that?
Whoa.
I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, wow.
You know, and I would say this. That's why I'll be there, because I'm telling you, I know it's Salt Lake City. And I think they do it. The damn freaks are about ready to come out.
No.
Wait a minute, they had the children in the hot tub, the little children in the hot tub with all the foam. What's up with that?
I have to take the guess.
That was a little creepy.
Yeah.
Freaks come out at night.
Listen, are you going to watch next week, Mel?
Yes.
I don't know what the hell. I don't know what the heck that was.
So we're all watching to basically see Jen get arrested.
I think so.
Well,
yeah.
Well, Sharrell,
and to see Jenny fall on her face.
I love that.
You gotta admit, I don't want to talk about it, but I have to because they showed a little bit. You have to admit, Jen was awfully calm to have the feds chasing her. The feds, and she was like,
she's like a gangster.
I mean, I would be shaking. Sometimes when I get nervous, I shake uncontrollably. I would be shaking. I would be talking out my head, saying stories that didn't make sense. I gotta go home. My pizza's burning. Something crazy like that.
She's a young thug.
She's like an old G.
Yeah.
Like she got the money on the payroll.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much for calling in. I got another caller. Take care.
I love y'all.
Take care. Okay. Bye, guys. Bye. So funny.
Yeah.
Thank you, Skye, for calling. It was nice talking to you. Okay, let's take one more call. Hi, Shai.
Hi, guys. Hi.
Hi.
What's up?
What did you think?
Well, I'm a fan of Salt Lake, so I enjoy watching Salt Lake.
You live in Salt Lake?
Yes, it's better than Dallas and New York so far. So, I am a big fan, but I wanted to know if you saw what happened on Watch What Happens Live with Heather.
Yes. Oh, did I forget to talk about that? No, I did. I talked about that. Yeah, which part did you want to
when she said it was unsavory. Okay, so I might have been a little late, but I thought that, number one, I guess not everybody can have a friend like Lisa Rinna and know what to say and what not to say.
Okay.
But I think it was very incriminating, and I wouldn't be surprised if she was called to court to see what she knew. Or I just thought it was
let me tell you why they're not going to call in Whitney. Not Whitney, I'm sorry, Heather. Because have you ever seen my show with Ronald Richards on there?
Yes.
Basically, 11 people got arrested a year ago. So they did their investigation like this. They started with the little people and they started arresting all the way up to the top. She's the last person to be arrested. And then they're all turning on each other. They have all the evidence that they need. So it's a goner. And most likely she's going to jail, not like Erika Girardi's not facing jail at this point. She's just facing paying people back. Jen is going to jail. So maybe that's why Perry called her a thug for real.
Well, she might be a real thug because she's very calm. She's very calm to be
calm
on all these pressure. And I think that even to go to court and say that she's not guilty is very, very strong to do that. You would think she'd be crying and, and really throwing herself in the mercy. She
exactly, Mel. But her opening when the show first come on, you know how to get these little 3 seconds or whatever, and they come out and say whatever. If I'm guilty of anything, it's having a sexy box. Look.
Wow. You damn was a shawless. She did not say having a sexy box, Perry.
She said something like that.
She said being shawless, shawtastic. That's what she said.
Well, that means the same thing to me.
And I think the Housewives is coming a little bit like, each place has like the same type of women. They brought in an Asian after the whole let's be more diverse of a network. I would have loved to see somebody who used to be a Hasidic Jew how much you feel now and how their life is
different, or
maybe a
very
Latina,
African,
somebody Latin or something, spice it up.
And even Dorit's like Israeli, even she adds some type of flavor to Beverly Hills. I would love to see something for Salt Lake.
I don't know, maybe like a Asian person that was what do you call that? Like traditional Asian that still lived by the old cultures and was like a nail out of, like stuck out like a sore thumb, but Jen kind of blended in.
I don't know. I'm not even sure if it's that. I mean, maybe they got to change the location of their functions. I mean,
look, Shai lives in.
I mean, most of them going to each other's house where it's nice and boring.
Look, I have, and with all due respect, Shai, I have to ask you: is Utah boring?
Yes, I feel like there's nothing out there. Like, what does Utah have to offer?
Well,
what do you think about Potomac? Potomac's a little boring, but at least Potomac, they kind of brought Potomac in at the right time. Utah is just kind of random, and it's just, I really don't think it has much to offer.
There's some things going on in Utah.
I think they picked the wrong cast member. You guys have a nightlife scene?
Well, there's not even a cast member who lives by the Mormon strict rules. They're all kind of new generational Mormon. Yeah. So that would have been good to see somebody who, I don't want to say has multiple wives or something, but somebody who's very traditional in the sense.
Yeah.
I mean, didn't the one guy hint on it the next show? He's like, well, what did he say? He was talking to Jen, her husband. What was it? Her husband said, well, she was talking about something. He said, well, what about multiple wives or something like that? The next show coming up.
Brooks has to be hanging out somewhere in Utah. Do you guys have a gay community there? Shai?
I'm not gay and I'm not from Utah. I don't know.
Oh, don't you live in Utah?
No, I live in Florida.
I thought she said she lived in Utah. We asked her all the questions. She have no idea.
No, I don't think there's anything.
Sorry, I thought you were from Utah.
No, it's okay. No. I just don't know what Utah has to offer. It just from the show, it seems very boring.
Very boring. Very boring.
That was the reason why I didn't get dialed in last year. So again, to see all the promotions, whether it be on YouTube or TV, everything about Jen, I was curious. I was like, okay, I want to see what this show is about. And I think what you all saying is true for me. That I peeked at it last year, and this year, it does feel like a bowl of bland chicken noodle soup or something. I mean, it's very boring and bland, nothing crunchy, nothing spicy. And I think that, but I will say, like I said, that Meredith, for some reason, she connected with me when I was watching the TV. And even though she gives nothing with her face, because of the way she looks, very severe, but she was very protective of her son. Now, no jokes aside, she was very strong, and that gave me hope that maybe if she's that sort of stubborn with her friend Lisa, that she might come to a scene with Jen and say, listen, we're not going anywhere. Just the same way the other girls do. Maybe it won't be as good as Karen and Giselle, but it seems like that's the same dynamic. You did something last year. I'm not going to be friends with you for a couple of episodes. If we get together, it's going to be uncomfortable. I'm into that. I'm into those kind of things. It doesn't have to be full on messy like Atlanta, but it has to speed up. It has to rev up. But although we know it's going to be a big, deep, dark, messy thing with Jen, so this show does have that. But in the meantime, we have to do some things like Perry was saying, something maybe they get drunk, maybe they play some games, something, like they all do, so something else.
I feel like Meredith's like just riding on this coattail with Jen and the son thing to kind of have a storyline. I find her very monotone. And if I see her in a pantsuit and a blazer, I just want to throw my TV. Like, I'm going to need something else.
Mm-hmm. And also, I think Meredith is probably like this too. Now, I think she would stay strong about that. I mean, because I don't really think she feel Jen, but also I think she got to stay on the son storyline, so we don't go back to what she was doing late at night.
Yeah, we want to know about her cheating. That's way more interesting. Yeah, we need the other woman to come out and slap her, something like that.
And with the whole Mary's whole church is a cult. Well, a lot of people consider the Mormon religion in certain aspects a cult. So that seems very odd that they want to gang up on her about that. But the Mormon religion, a lot of people think it screams cult.
Really? That's what we need. We need like someone like one of the Mormons that have like 5 wives and stuff like that. You know,
you basically want them to turn to a Jerry Springer show, basically.
Yeah.
You want them to be coming out there saying, "I'm in love with, forgive me, with a short person who happened to be a twin, and they came to the bed at the same time." Something a little shocking and crazy. I hear you.
Mel, that's exactly when somebody pisses you off. She wants somebody to say, "I'm gonna send my third wife over there to whoop your ass." That's what she wants to hear.
No, not even that. If it was just like, I like that TV show Sister Wives, very interesting. How he only likes one wife and so mean to the other one. Something like that. That's what I need.
Or to see if they're even friends with people or how their community treats them.
Yeah.
When they're no longer in it, and some are. Like, that would be a good aspect to the show. But
that's true.
Well, we're sitting up here doing a producer's job and writing the scripts for them.
I know that's right. Come on.
That's right. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate the call.
Thanks for letting me come on. Okay.
All right.
We always love to have you on, Mel.
You know what?
I'll be back at 3:30 with Potomac. That'll be good.
Okay, I will be back. I was going to say, I try to message you so that way it could, again, introduce. I had to email you probably. I had to email you in a way.
You did email. Listen, I'm so behind. Ask Perry. You'll do better off just reaching Perry through the hotline and calling me.
Okay, I'm going to do that. In the meantime,
Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, so there you have it. I mean, everyone's willing to give it another chance, but there's something definitely missing.
Yeah, don't give up on it. The show wasn't that great last year. They was boring, but at least it's the second year. They might grow on us somewhere. The drama got to come out somewhere. Somehow.
Maybe they all need to move. I don't know. But I know interesting people from Salt Lake City.
And that's all they do. The anger might come out. Something's going to happen. Yeah. I believe. So I'm going to give it a couple more shows before I throw the white towel.
Okay. We'll do that. But right now, I wasn't too impressed. The best part of the show was the cliffhanger. And even that wasn't as interesting as I thought. I really wanted to see a reaction out of Jen. You know, I'm kind of twisted. I wanted her sweating, running down the street, something.
Well, okay,
Can you imagine if she would have ran?
Just like Erika, after a while, she started showing some emotion. Jen will too. I don't care how much a bigger thug she is. She'll start showing emotion. She'll start wanting to fight people, lash out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because she thinking, well, what I got to lose? I can
you know what?
You
said something. You said that about Erika. Beverly Hills did not start out that good. Remember, they were pampering Erika in the beginning. So we got to give it time. So the first show, I'm not impressed. Maybe it'll get better. So we'll stick with it and see what happens. Then maybe we got to bring on Gabor because I told him it's not worth watching. Maybe we'll get him on and see what he says about it. Okay, so I wanted to thank everyone for your super chats. You don't have to support the channel, and you do. I'm so sorry. I just didn't like the first episode at all. I'm hoping Perry's words are right, and you know it's bad for me to linger on Perry's words, but maybe it will get better in time. Because at some point, Jen Shaw has to crack because you are looking at years in the pen.
At least you got the possibility of somebody going to jail, not like Housewives in New York. We didn't have no possibility of not a damn thing happening. Yeah. So I think at least we have a chance of something explosive happening, entertaining happening on this show. So let's give it a little bit more time. And I want to give a shout out to all the mods. Appreciate you guys. Love you to death.
I do. Yeah, I do. All right, guys, we will be back, I believe, at 3:00 with Gabor, and we're going to do the Real Housewives of Potomac. So, that was a little bit more action there. All right, Perry, we're done?
Yep, I'm good.
On 3, let's say bye. 1, 2, 3. Bye, guys. Everybody.